When, let's say, about 20 years ago, somebody would say, I have contact with a dragon, people would look at that person and think, oh boy. And now an increasing number of people even has the guts to say that they have contact with dragons or that they see dragons. So the question maybe, why is that? Well, one of the reasons is that is all the changes that are going on. There's the increase in, let's say, awareness, expanding consciousness. More and more people become aware that there are a lot of beings that are not visible to our eyes, but they are present. And one of the things that was for me surprising many years ago was the realization that dragons do exist. Maybe not in the form as they are always portrayed. And that whole idea of dragons that are destructive has changed it to dragons are allies. They support us. I wrote a whole book about dragons because they asked me to look at the different types of dragons and give an idea about the role that they fulfill in our world, and actually, to my opinion, on a much larger scale within even the whole of the galaxy and maybe even beyond. So dragons, that they exist, is becoming more commonly accepted. While there are, let's say, quite some dragon species, now I know that there are already more than the one I described in my book. There also, their number is increasing. They are the ones, and maybe it's good to mention that again, they're the ones who help us to be creators, co-creators. They are the guardians of the creative powers that we all need to use in order to be a co-creator. Well, we create every moment through every thought. So we are working with dragons without knowing, but we are now increasingly aware that we work with dragons. So we can invite them. We can ask them to support us. Dragons are now increasing in numbers, but they are still different than, for example, angels and devas. Every human being has their own, you can call them guardian angel, and their own deva. The angel that supports our, let's say, consciousness, or the use of consciousness is the best way to put it. And the devas help us to be physically functional in this world. But if you want to have a more personal dragon, you need to invite them. They're not automatic. They come by invitation. And because their number has increased, and even though they are able to be a guardian of several people at the same time, the chance to have a personal dragon, so to speak, one that is helping you to be that co-creator, to function more optimal in this world, has tremendously increased. And during one of the meditations that I had with the dragons, they actually asked me to create a meditation together with them that would help you to invite a personal dragon, a guide, if you want, and a guide that helps you how to function optimal in this world, in this time frame, being the co-creators that we are supposed to be. And I have to admit that I had to, let's say, shake off some of my uncertainties about it, because I've always seen dragons as not so directly connected with people, but we can always invite them to support us. And now they go to a next step and say, we are willing to be really a guide for you, your guide, your personal dragon. I think that's a pretty exciting development. And after my initial, oh my, I got increasingly excited and see the tremendous gift in that, the gift of the dragons they give us, knowing that we as humans are now increasingly beginning to fulfill the role that we are supposed to fulfill. And that's the reason why I said, okay, let's create this. And that's what we're going to do now. So the next step is to guide you into that deeper connection through a guided meditation. And feel for yourself before you start that, whether you do this out of a curiosity or whether you're really serious about it, because your energy will be different. Curiosity is not bad, but it is less likely that a dragon says, oh, yes, this is the energy that I can connect with in such a way that I'm willing to be your guide. So do some little search for yourself. Yeah. And the last thing is, in the guided meditation, we will connect with our hearts, because our hearts are actually the ones that, yeah, you can say, tell us, guide us into this is the right thing to do. Now, one thing I can say before we go into the actual meditation, from a certain perspective, it doesn't matter, because we are all exploring, we are all on a path of search of what is important for us, what do we want, is that something for me? And we will always get support, and we always get something out of it, whether we have a personal dragon or not. But I know one thing, based on what I feel and hear from them, is that when you are centering yourself through your heart, feeling truly that you want to make that connection, you will have a connection and a personal dragon that can help you to be the co-creator that you were born to be. Let's start with the guided meditation that can help you to truly make that connection. Some of you may already have one. Then you can use this to deepen that connection that you already have. So let's close our eyes and begin with setting the intention to relax our system. The deeper we relax our system, the more energies can flow through us, the less blockages there are, and the easier it is for any being to connect with us. And that includes also dragons. And also take, while you are in this process of relaxation, some deeper inhalations and exhalations, because that stimulates your vagus nerve that supports that process of relaxation. So allow yourself to relax as deeply as you can go in this moment, without any judgment about how deep that is. And feel that while you are relaxing deeper and deeper, also your mind begins to relax. Your mind cannot guide you into a deeper connection with anything or any being. Only your heart can do that. So while you are relaxing and your mind is relaxing, it is possible for your heart to be more open, and that allows your spiritual essence to guide you through your heart into the right and optimal energies for you in this moment. And to strengthen that flow through your heart from your spiritual essence, bring your awareness to your heart, connect as optimally as you can, because that stimulates even more of that flow. But it also stimulates to bring in more light and more unconditional love. And let that unconditional love be first for you, for yourself, exactly as you are right now without the need to change. Go into that state of acceptance of who and where you are. And maybe you can feel your heart opening. And even when you don't feel it, trust that when you bring your awareness there from this more relaxed state, it will open more. And be aware that the dragons are a part of the whole system of Mother Earth. And being a co-creator requires that you're connected with Mother Earth. So let's set the intention to also connect with Mother Earth in the most optimal way possible for you in this moment. You can support that by sending her love, by sending her gratitude for everything that she is doing for us and the support she gives us. And she will always respond, creating that deeper connection that helps you to ground more into this reality, while at the same time helping you to connect with everything that lives within her system. And that includes the dragons. And many people feel that they have guides, helpers, like an angel or a deva. You can invite them all to help you to go to the most optimal experience and the most optimal connection that we are going to make now. And trust that you're ready to make a connection with a personal dragon. And to do so, we set first the intention that we connect with the field of all dragons. No, it's not too big. You can connect and tap into that. Know that in that field is a variety of different dragons. Every dragon has its own unique energetic signature. Every human has its own energetic signature. The more those two resonate, the more powerful the connection will be with your personal dragon. So open yourself now for this field of dragon energy. And set now the intention that you are ready and open from this place of love and connection with your heart for a connection with a dragon that optimally resonates with you so that you can truly form a team that can collaborate and support the evolution of Mother Earth. Trust that in this moment you have set into motion everything needed to establish this connection. Now, allow to unfold. Don't try to force. Allow to unfold. Be in that state of an open heart and in a relaxed position. And let's sit for a moment in these energies to allow this connection to get increasing power and get to the state that you truly feel, I now have a personal dragon. So let's sit for a moment in this field, knowing that all dragons are supporting this process. and trust that you've made the connection. Be also aware that a connection needs to be deepened by making contact, sharing, and be as open as you can in a respectful way. That's how you develop your relationship with your personal dragon more and more. And feel the joy of having an ally that can help you to fulfill your purpose in this lifetime. Enjoy the connection.